Uh, so lucky for us, L's made some pretty like strong statements on the show. So he's got to answer to a few fans this week. Lex, you want to which one should we do first? The Wayne or the
I was
threesome?
just catching it left and right this week. Let's go.
I'm saying what you think, Lex?
Man, I let's see what the man of the hour. Which one does he? Where does he want to go first?
Yeah, where do you want to go for? You want to go Wayne, or you want to rewrite this threesome concept, or you want to double down?
Oh no, I'm doubling down on both of them, but it's just a matter of which one. But yeah, we can go with the Wayne one first, man.
So shout out to Lodge family, friend of the show, but family, of course. And he was not gonna miss his opportunity. He hit the Beat the Brave DM. He hit our group chat and then made sure to remind me separately. I'm sure he texted Lex separately too. So so basically he just wants how you gonna defend Wayne now? I know how you're going to, but if you care to on the show.
I mean, I don't think there's a need for a like. There's not a need for anybody to say anything about that particular deal from my standpoint.
Hmm.
Like Wayne is who Wayne is, and like that's what I always respected about the folks that are like championing like that. You know what I mean? Like it's only certain individuals that are championing over the years or whatever, but that's mainly due to like their own way of thinking and their own way of doing things. And I'm confused on how big of a topic this was to everyone because we're approaching those years as far as like age goes for the age group we're in and our peers and stuff like that, where all of these things become like way more important to people. So like it's interesting to see like how important like endorsements are to people and like who endorses who, and without looking at the full picture of endorsements.
Hmm.
Like when it comes to endorsements, I get it's for like other people that are looking in on like what's going on and like get an idea of like who they want to vote for or who they think you're aligned with. But I have some news to break to folks. If you're rich or wealthy, you vote one way. Like it doesn't matter.
Gee, don't
Like
don't
what?
break people heart like that, bro. Please
Nah,
don't
bro.
do that
Like
to
it's
people.
something that
Don't
needs
do
to
that
be
to
said
people.
because I think people put a lot of stock in like celebrity and a lot of stock in certain individuals. So I think
You
it's only
gonna
right to
ruin
say,
they life goals, man.
nah, bro. I'm saying like once you hit a certain tax bracket, bro, you vote one way. Like it ain't like I don't care what people say that are rich or wealthy talking about they're backing Democrats and that sounds really good in public. Look at their ballot.
Hell sick. Hell sick. Don't, bro. They gonna flag us this week. Stop, bro.
Bro, look at their ballot. I don't care what they say. They could be all on stage. They can rap for Biden all they want to. They could do the little. You see who Biden had to get this year because he ain't got no like Biden ain't got no post, bro. So like that's why he was.
Like, mute this nigga,
No, no.
man.
I'm about to be like Jay-Z on the Freeway song. Keep going, L.
Keep going, L.
Bro,
Oh, he
Biden
wildin'.
Biden ain't got no post. Why you
Oh,
think why you think his endorsements came from
oh,
battle rappers this year?
Bruh,
this
I just said
nigga.
that.
Oh, this nigga's crazy, bro.
He had
We for
endorsements
sure
from
we getting flagged. We getting flagged this week.
Nah, bro, he had endorsement from battle rappers and from the one person that is like the arch nemesis of Trump, and that's Obama, which Obama's my dude. So like I fuck with that part. Like that's the only way that he can go. Like he was underneath him before. Of course, he'll say he'll ring strong for Biden and stuff like that. But Biden can't do that for himself, which is unfortunate. Like if
Yeah,
you ever see Biden talk or when he's trying to say something, it's sad, bro. It's a sad story.
yeah.
So like he's not bringing nobody. Like you would have to be Democrat to the core, and I don't think it's that many people anymore that are if this is their plan to like vote for the first time or they voted before that can honestly say that I'm voting Democrat because of Biden. You saying
Mhm.
that you're voting Democrat because you don't fuck with Trump, you don't fuck with Trump, what Trump has said, who Trump is as a person, what they represent on that side. You could say that part. That sounds good to me. But don't say it. Don't say that it's because of Biden. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. So if you're gonna throw endorsements out, you're not endorsing the person. Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. You stand with that person. You think that they're endorsing them. No, but he does have more moxie. So if it's somebody to stand with the moxie.
Yeah, it's becoming more evident, just in terms of like access to information and how we think about information and educating ourselves in the need to, and how we can just kind of stop at receiving our information from a particular entity, whether that be some form of celebrity, some form of popular platform, um, the due diligence and even the intellects, right? There's a level of conformity where it's like there's an outside of doing the research yourself and arriving at an independent thought, right? It convolutes it. And when we talk about freedom of speech and all this shit in and corrective speech. I hear Joe Rogan and them use that shit all the time, and it's like, bro, like that. Don't none of that shit matter until when these people got it out for you. And Eric Weinstein, I'm gonna keep bringing this shit up because it was such a brilliant conversation. But Eric Weinstein was making such a brilliant point when he was talking about the role and the impact and the influence that Joe Rogan has, and how they've decided it's like, bet if we can't get him, because Joe has done a really good job at positioning himself as like harmless, but he has so much influence. It's kind of like Dave. Like Dave has managed to skate certain shit where he just ain't subscribing to a level of celebrity, which removes him of having to answer to people he don't want to answer to. So he gonna keep talking about the LGBT community. He gonna keep running that until he blew in the face, and y'all not gonna do shit about it. You're not gonna stop his bread. Netflix is still gonna cut the check, whereas they threatening to cut everybody else's money off. They ain't threatening to cut Joe Rogan money off yet either. But what is happening is everybody around them is getting probed. Joey Diaz, fucking Chris D'Elia, Brian Callen, they coming for them niggas like all day long. And Joe is just like, I'm gonna keep going on with my life. I'm gonna keep tapping into the conspiracies. I'm gonna keep providing y'all all this information as passive and identifying as someone who's not really a threat for real. He just doing it off the grid, which I gotta salute. I gotta salute that shit. He seems harmless. He doesn't seem like a threat to them until he starts shaking shit up. And now everybody inside the Spotify building is sick because they're playing that game. They're identifying as liberal and corporate and all this shit. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, you know who their allegiance is to. So guess what you can't get on here and do, Joe Rogan? Guess what you can't get on here and do, Joe Budden? And the last frontier of long form engagement and getting your shit off is podcasting. And the second they come for this shit, it is a wrap. Freeform radio been dead. That shit been owned by the right. So ain't shit popping on there. And niggas still don't know that, and wondering why programming is a thing. Oh, come on, man. The ad revenue and how that's running everything. Come on, man. We gotta start having real conversations in and around this shit, and how we as Americans lean on celebrity, especially the celebrity of rappers, both ways. We've been saying that from the rip in terms of Ye. It's like the y'all giving them the power the same way Trump got into office. You're doing the same thing to rappers in terms of just the polarizing information. I finally got around to that social dilemma shit. Thanks for nothing, fellas. I'm blaming y'all. But it's just what we've been saying for, like, it's in the engagement and how it's downloading all the nuance of us.
They hit you with the dumb moment.
Not even no. It was let me stop front. That shit was insightful as shit. But all it is just reinforcing this idea that we're getting further and further and further away from being to A, think for ourselves, and B, have any form of collective conscience. Like, that's what's being attacked, and ain't nobody talking about it. It's like, you're not gonna be in alignment on thinking. And even if you are in alignment on thinking, there's gonna be so many discrepancies within your lifestyle. At some point, it's gonna cause some tension and some divisiveness. Because right now, Trump supporters range from the wealthiest of the wealthiest to the motherfuckers who don't have a pot to piss in, and that alliance can only go so far. And it's the same on the left. Right now, you're leveraging people's emotions in and around social justice and needing reform, and the police needed to be defunded, and all of the unjust murders done by the police. You leveraging all that shit right now in the name of capitalism. What the fuck do you think is gonna happen if you win and then reveal your hand and still not give a fuck? It's gonna get sick, man. So I get everybody being up in arms over what a rapper says. I mean this with the utmost respect. I don't give a fuck about what them niggas talking about, bro. Not when I know that there are black men and women who have dedicated their entire lives to carving out space for black people in politics, which we've never truly had before. Same shit Martin and Malcolm were fighting for. That shit was never really seen. It was never able to be seen all the way through. So we're still picking up from there, and they're like still gathering ourselves from their murders and whatever access points that they did have in the political spectrum. And so even that level of trauma in a space of just needing to get shit done and be solution based, bro, it's too much. It's contaminated, if we're being honest. And unfortunately, we can't even have an honest conversation about it right now.
Do you think that people do things in order to not be a carbon copy of what you expect them to be?
Just what do you mean? I think I know what you mean, but if you can't explain further.
Yeah, like I'm just like, when people present something to the public, right? Do you think that the thought goes into it that this is going to increase engagement and people are going to eat this up because this is completely against what the general public that is going to say something goes for? So then it just riles up a base and allows them to eventually see like the numbers to potentially do something else. Because I think for this one in particular, I think for somebody that does not go outside or rarely goes outside, but that's one of the moments that you will see them outside, in order to do something of that magnitude, it was for a particular reason.
Is there that's kind of what the social dilemma was trying to tell us, right, G? Is that, yeah, fuck how you really feel is the bottom line is the bottom line always. So they've kind of taken a model that applies to capitalism in the space of just like profit and just slap that shit on our social equity. Like your emotion, how you really feel does not matter at the end of the day. Did you engage with it, right or wrong, for better or worse, whether you were happy or sad, you still engaged with it. So thank you for your attention. And it's just a fight for your attention, and they keep you there. And the more emotionally triggered you are, guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna stay. You stay. You figure out an excuse. Oh, I promise he loves me. He just hits me because he loves me. That's that shit. He just hits me because he loves me. Damn, that's so sad. Fuck.
Title of that podcast.
Yeah, we're getting canceled, guys.
It was nice working with y'all.
It was a pleasure, guys.
What y'all want to do for our last day?
What's our time step for today?